Well, what do we got over here? Bada boom, Real's one in the room. How you doing? You are listening. Big boobs, huh? And you are listening to True Real Heat. How you doing?
Yo, this is Court Bauer from MLW. Shout out to True Hill Heat. Give them a listen.
Hey everybody, it's Tony Schiavone of All Elite Wrestling, and this is True Hill Heat. And I said it right, you motherfuckers.
All right, hello, True Heel Heat. I'm the AEW World Champion MJF. Just in case you're deaf, dumb, blind, stupid, or since you listen to this podcast poor, you're listening to True Heel Heat, and I apologize for that.
Dream Deferred is the name of this episode, but we think that it was a review deferred because we waited so long to break it all down. But we are here live on the True Hill Heat Sports and Entertainment YouTube channel. Hello, hello, hello. It is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3. We are live here for our BMF Season 4 finale, Episode 10, Dream Deferred review. And of course, to do that, I am joined by my esteemed colleague, the princess of all the True Heels, Miss Krssi Love. How are you doing?
Yes, please forgive us. I'm great. Forgive us for our, not reviewing this right away. Time, scheduling, a lot of SP was traveling, a lot's been happening. So we are here. We're back. This was a way better season than last season. I'm just saying.
I mean,
they redeemed themselves because I was checked out, but I was going to finish it because I have to finish it. But here we are.
They lapped that a couple of episodes ago.
Yes, but if I have to pick a season, I'm going to pick this one than last one.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, they had good episodes last season, but for this story and the way it's been told, I think this one had the better stories told this season.
Yeah, I thought they had jumped the shark with the cliffhanger that they gave us in season 3, but they made sense of that by the end of season 4. So yeah, Correct. This was a much better season than season 3. I will say that off the jump. Will I rank it higher than seasons 1 or 2?
Absolutely not. No,
I won't. It's just higher than it's kind of like the bear season 4. It's like it's better. I liked it too, but it's better than season 3, that's for sure. Is it better than season 2? Hell no. Is it better than season 1?
No,
not really. It's third place.
The wedding episode was one of my favorite episodes.
That is one of my favorite episodes
of the season.
The two best episodes of the season was that one and Sydney's episode with her little cousin.
Yes. Oh, yes. With the yes. Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's one. Yeah, all of them sitting underneath the table was great. First of all the stars that they had in that episode, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Like, how did y'all all
Yeah.
find time to record all of this with all these people?
Yeah, exactly. But like the difference with BMF and the Bear is that BMF is a weekly drop, so we were able to take some time, absorb it. Everybody was able to watch it in the time that it took us to review it. Like as soon as I watched the Bear, by the time I was done, 1,000,001 other channels had already put out the Bear review. It's basically stale by now because they drop it all in one day. So people
Yeah,
can watch it in one day, pretty much.
that's and unfortunately, I can't watch it all in one day. But
Same.
I literally just finished it last weekend. Like I was like, nah, I gotta finish all of this because we literally had like 5 episodes. I was like, no, we're gonna watch all 5 episodes right now. And now I'm caught up on Wednesday. I got the last episode. And that's it.
There we go.
So
There we go.
you can do Wednesday if you want to do Wednesday. So.
All right. We'll do one video for part 1, and then we'll do the other video for part 2. I have to tell my missus to watch Wednesday.
Okay, can't do it without her, right?
Nah. I put her on. She wasn't hip on game, so I gotta be like, yo, you gotta watch this. Come on.
Okay, what's your thoughts so far?
From part 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I enjoyed the cliffhanger. I like the cliffhanger. Because basically they set it up the whole season that despite Wednesday trying to, avoid what's going to happen to Enid, it is basically causing more problems than it is helping anybody. And she, at the end, basically released the animal that's going to try to kill her and eat it. So, yeah. And then you got the zombie loose. The zombie's been a nice little, subplot. I believe. I think that's been good. I don't really care for Pugsley being involved in this season. Like, I don't think he adds anything outside of the zombie that he brought to life. Always enjoy seeing Fester. I think Grandma was a good addition. Grandmama was a good addition.
More Fester in this season, but that's just me. I love that we see more of the parents. I love the dad. The dad is like my one of my favorite.
Luis Gomez. I've seen him in so much stuff since I was young.
Good. He's so good. But yeah, I love that we saw more of them in this season. But yeah, I didn't need a lot of Pugsley because Pugsley really doesn't bring much. But Fester was great. Grandma.
They kind of nuked the character for the B kid. The B kid was interesting in season 1, but he's kind of nuked. They trying to low key nuke Enid because Enid actually had character development in season 1. This time she's kind of just the damsel in distress.
Yeah. And still discovering what her powers are and what she can do, what she's capable of. So we don't know that part. Well, at least I don't know what happens with that in the second part. So yeah.
So I'm hoping they can fix that part. Those are the parts that I want them to fix with that. But that was a Wednesday review preview right there. But we got Greg Carter II, who's in the chat with us today. He says, good afternoon, SP3 and Krssi. We got DeMarcus Vaughn, our good brother, who's been following along with our BMF reviews so far this season. He says, I hope BMF get renewed for a season 5. He says, with the older Meech and Terry. Yeah, I know they got an actor for the older Terry, but I wasn't sure about the older Meech. Or could they just get Big Meech? You think they would bring in Big Meech to play himself in the show? Well, I guess I should say before he got into the beef with 50.
Probably before. Now I don't think so. And we don't need him though, do we?
Who can play him then? If they do the older versions of the characters, like the ones they've shown in the past.
That is a great question. Oh yeah, because the next season will be them older.
Yeah.
Oh, so we won't see the two. They won't unless they age them.
Unless they're gonna age them and put some grays in their hair, and
which I probably see them doing.
And make Terry wear that fat suit that he wore in the last scene here.
First of all, Terry is one. I didn't even know how he was that fat. So matter of fact, no, I didn't notice it until I seen I started watching the documentary you told me to watch. I didn't finish it yet. But and I was like, damn, Terry that big? I was like, damn. I was like, what he thought he was doing? Like, I mean, like, and then they put the fat suit on him in the show. I was like, here we go. Between him and Lala, I don't even know what's worse.
She dating that fat nigga. We got DeMarcus who says Lou Steele finally got her comma. Yes, are we all happy that
yes?
Lucille,
Oh my god,
the real villain of BMF,
yes,
finally got some comeuppance.
She's my what's the name for the season?
LVP for the
yep,
season.
for sure. She deserves it.
I mean, she's been my LVP for like multiple seasons now.
Well, I mean, yes, that's fair. That's very true. But I mean, she's definitely. I was like, good job, Pops. You don't need her. Stay in Atlanta. Get you a nice lady. Get this music thing going on. You don't need to be with Lucille. She ain't love you anyway. She ain't want nothing. Now all of a sudden, now you want her. Now you want him back. He been trying to get for you with long as. It's always that time when they say no. Now you want him back.
Yeah. You want what you can't have, basically. DeMarcus says, I hope BMF get renewed for season 5 with all their that was what he said previously. We got Gray Carter II who says Raw Dog Charles loose in the A. You know he gonna be having a good old time. Raw Dog Charles knows how to have a good time. He can get biblical with the ass. I heard that. I heard he be hitting all of that in the A. I heard he Luda Daddy. Mm-hmm. That's what I heard. I don't know about you. You heard that, Krssi? You heard that?
No.
Rumor? That's what I heard. I heard he Andre 3000 Dad.
You just saying that.
Imagine all these people were relatives. Like Papa was a Rolling Stone. He was like Papa Dudley and stuff, having kids all over. But yes, thank you guys in the chat. Drop a thumbs up if you haven't already. But let's talk about this season 4 finale. Well, before we even get into that, we should bring up, do you think there's going to be a season 5? Because I don't think there's been an announcement as of yet.
That's a great question. I would hope that they come back to finish it off, to finish it out, and just to see how it all came about, because we ended it with the guys like going their separate ways, and this shows them having their separate lives and having separate empires.
Yeah. So they set up shop where they will
living.
eventually. But I feel like a lot of people wanted to end with them basically getting arrested, the end of their empire, basically.
Right. I mean, I would like to see how the end of the empire came about. Like, let's show it in the script. Like, will we need 10 episodes? I don't know. I definitely don't need to see trash ass Lala, but I'm sure she's a part of this whole foolishness. But
he's still with her. He's still with her. You don't remember the flashback scene from the beginning of I believe it was season 2. Mm-hmm. The flashback scene is him being like he's on the phone with Markeisha.
Oh, when he got
arrested.
Oh, I think that she probably did all of this too.
She set him up. I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised.
We can all see that Krssi is Team LaWanda.
I mean, well,
fair.
I love that LaWanda moved on and got her own boo.
I know. I was like, word up, LaWanda. Go ahead, LaWanda. That's what I like to see. Well, let's go through the recap. We'll kind of just dabble around this episode. Although Meech and Terry's deal with Manuel has gone well, they run into one slight problem. Their new plug is unwilling to commence their business until BMF settles their complications in Atlanta, constantly putting them on the authorities' radar. Now that Meech knows about B-Mickie's reemergence in their affairs, thanks to Terry, his suspicions instantly swivel toward his friend-turned-enemy. He suspects that B-Mickie must be working with Bryant, which is why things have been going south recently for them. As a result, Terry comes up with the plan to use Hoop to set up a meeting with the other man. Hoop lures his target in with tall tales about Meech's arrest and his plans of ambushing Terry to take over the entire criminal organization, which B-Mickey's all for. He's like, "Oh, finally, I have someone on my side. I have someone on my team." Was he too gullible to believe that Hoop would be on his side? I think so. It felt
Yeah.
too easy.
It was really too easy. Because he thought he was 2 steps ahead of everybody, and he got cocky, and he forgot, where he came from and who he used to be with, and But I guess they played it up to his emotions because he was all in his emotions. This was all emotions. This wasn't about anything else. So yeah.
Yeah, because I think this. If I'm not mistaken, it was after he found out that Lamar had his daughter and his kid.
Yeah.
So maybe or it was before. I'm not sure.
I think he connected with Homeboy before he knew about Lamar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. DeMarcus says Lamar grabbed B-Mickie leg just like Darius grabbed Lamar leg to protect Nicole when Lamar stabbed up Darius. Yes, nice little callback. Nice little callback there. Naturally, B-Mickie, who has been waiting for an opportunity like this, instantly agrees. He finalizes the time and place for an ambush attack with Hoop, expecting to get the drop on Terry and take over BMF for himself. Nonetheless, little does he know that the ambush is actually set up for him. Simultaneously, another unfortunate development brews on the horizon for B-Mickie. Earlier, B-Mickie had teamed up with Lamar after the latter was fresh out of the Addiction Rehabilitation Center. He convinced the other man to attack Meech and Terry, only to turn on him at the last second to prove his loyalty to the Flannery brothers, thus effectively using his psychotic criminal background and him as a pawn in his own scheme. However, B-Mickie makes the mistake of leaving Lamar alive, and we've been waiting for this the whole season pretty much.
Yep.
So as a result, once the other man recovers, he inevitably seeks revenge. So after he basically kidnaps Aisha and Young V, he plans on using them as bait to lure out his newfound enemy. Once B-Mickie gets a ransom call from Lamar, he convinces the kidnapper to meet him at the ambush location so that they can get their joint revenge on the Flannerys. Thus, Lamar makes his way to Atlanta. This also brings Detective Bryant, who has been following the criminal to the climactic rounds. In the end, a big shootout takes place, which leaves behind a dead body or two. Yet Meech and Terry managed to get out of the altercation with their lives and without Detective Bryant ever seeing them.
Yep. That was. Yeah. I was like, they must have God on their side, because I'm telling you, I don't even know how they got it up.
They did like the ninja magic, like you just hit the powder and then.
Right.
They set everything up nicely. Like they had two people coming after them, but they all had beef, and they just used that to their advantage, pretty much, it seemed. Nonetheless, just because they won the battle doesn't necessarily mean they've ensured a win in the war, but we'll talk about that a bit. Do you think it was a mistake to have B-Mickie and Lamar shot in this final big shootout? I wouldn't be surprised if they once again do the Lamar can survive anything. Lamar is Terminator shit, where they bring him back to life. But with B-Mickie, I thought that B-Mickie was a nice little turn to the dark side. And it would have been nice to set up the final season, which I think it should be definitely the final season of BMF season 5. If you've already gone off script with this character stayed loyal in real life to BMF. He was never a snitch. He never thought of
really.
Yeah, it's none of this stuff. They made a turn on the character. So why not, since you made this character an interesting villain,
why don't you keep him alive?
Win at the end of the season and set him up as a bigger villain for season 5. Season 5 is all about taking down B-Mickie.
That would this is news to me. I never knew that. Yeah, I would have preferred that. Let him be like the big dog on top and feel like they're losing.
Yeah, got
Hmm.
to set up your end game. You got to have
Right.
an Infinity War to set up end game,
We have
and
to
they
take
just
down
had
Thanos. Yeah, we have to beat him.
yeah.
Yeah, because now we're the losers, and now we have to hurry up. Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
wouldn't. That's what I said. I'm not really worried about Lamar. They've established that his
yeah.
character can pretty much survive anything. So if they tell me next season they still need more ratings and here's Lamar, I'll be totally fine with it because they established he could get shot and he could keep living. He'll open his eyes in the hospital.
I wonder how the real
B-Mickie,
B-Mickie
he
feels
ain't
about
coming
this.
back. What happened?
I wonder how the real B-Mickie feels about him being like the villain that he ain't
Oh,
getting
he doesn't
killed.
like it. He hates it. He hates
Oh,
it. They've done
I would too
interviews
because
with him.
that's not me. I'm not a snitch, and people really think that I'm a snitch. And now this is like a whole different story. So like but yeah, they could have established this story. I hated the fact that he tried to almost like kill his wife to survive. Like I was like, this lady, you didn't love me. Like how you gonna try to kill me so you can survive? Who gonna take care of our daughter?
Yeah, that was wild. Him trying to kill her. He was like, I killed one girlfriend. You think I won't kill the other?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I ain't like that part of the whole story, but whatever. That's just me.
And then they also had Lamar be the one who basically told her that he shot his girlfriend who was pregnant. He never told his wife that.
Yeah, she had a whole different other story. So
Which should have been one of the first things you tell your wife. Maybe
Oh yeah,
she's
by
not
the
gonna be your
way,
wife, but
I'm about to say now. Good. Well, she would not one had a baby with him, nor two married him.
tell her after you have the baby. So you're stuck with me. But just so you know, I murdered somebody. Oh, we got DeMarcus telling us the older Meech is in the show. Remember that he met Roland when he got out of prison in a flash forward scene. I only remember a certain flash forward scene. I did
Yeah, I don't
remember.
remember. Yeah.
I do have a fuzzy memory of a flash forward scene involving the older Meech, though. You are right. Great Carter the second, who says, "Yeah, D Meeks never snitch. He left the drug game and became a businessman." There we go.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yep.
We got DeMarcus who says, "I love the DeMarcus character played by Tyler Limpley when he kissed LaWanda." You like the DeMarcus character because his name is DeMarcus. Not because he kissed LaWanda. Come on, man.
And Terry all fat and whatnot. Like, look who won, LaWanda. Fat behind. Looking mad dumb.
Food. I'm gonna get you more food.
Like you needed any more food. Go sit your ass down somewhere.
We got more with what we're gonna see in season 5 because Meech and Terry have been living life on the edge for quite some time now. Ever since their drug operation became an expansive crime family, they have run the risk of arrest at the hands of the wrong cop. Throughout this journey, Detective Bryant has proven to be their biggest adversary, even bigger than Lamar, bigger than B-Mickie. He has been on BMF's tail from their Detroit days and now follows them even to Atlanta, intent on catching the brothers and proving their criminality. This season, the detective manages to get closer than ever to the organization, even though his initial arrest of Meech's right-hand man fails to get him any useful information. His second attempt bears much more promising results. Thus, he successfully pulls off raids at the organization's stash houses, crippling their operations. Still, when it comes down to it, Brian fails to capture Meech and Terry at the showdown in the mall, but that luck doesn't last forever, as we always hear. Between the haze of Lamar and B-Mickie's animosity, the brothers manage to make a lucky escape, leaving the detective empty-handed. Even so, the progress he has made in the case proves to be promising. For the same reason, 3 months later, Brian got promoted to run the BMF task force alongside another officer. Shortly afterward, a golden opportunity falls into their laps, seemingly out of nowhere. a lethal fight has broke out at Platinum Palace. It basically stems from the whole beef that started with Trell. And one of Trell's girls that he has hired basically hears the story about what Meech was able to do with Purdy. So she tries to give him her music.
Yeah.
And Trell and his guys see it, and a whole fight breaks out. A known hangout spot for BMF, of course, is the Platinum Palace. Interestingly enough, the fight doesn't even stem from an intentional setup or a trick. While Meech is partying the night away at Platinum Palace, the musician approaches him with their work in hopes of getting signed by his label. However, our previous label, Trell, take a slight at this instance and focuses their anger on the BMF leader. Thus, before anyone knows it, a huge fight breaks out, which attracts attention from the cops. Eventually, the physical altercation grows, and Meech accidentally kills someone with a broken bottle that he didn't know was on the ground. Instantly, this sends into flight mode as he and the rest of BMF attempt to flee from the scene. Nonetheless, Brian and the cops are faster and manage to corner the crime organization in the nick of time. After easily finding the murder weapon in a nearby garbage can, they take Meech into custody. The fact that this unprecedented arrest comes on the heels of the gangster learning about his girlfriend Ashley's pregnancy even adds insult to injury. So, man, this whole thing just came out of nowhere. Like it felt like the Mexican scene, but this was more effective, if you know what I'm saying. Like, this was a more effective way of like getting me interested to watch the next season, because I was like, oh shit. Wait, everything was good. We won. We won every war. We got B-Mickie the fuck up out of here. We got Lamar the fuck up out of here. Trell lost that fight, and his bodyguard got murked. Like, we was looking good, and then the cops caught him coming out the club.
Yeah, I was just like, damn, like of all things to be caught for, is caught for that. You know what I'm saying? You got charged with and they had the weapon already. Like, you know, like you could. And it's like, well, how could you have even gotten rid of all of that anyway, too?
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, of all ways to go down, I was like, okay, well, this is a good little cliffhanger. We'll see what happens. I was like, damn, but that damn Brian, he's just like a damn gnat. You just can't, or like
he's always there.
Them lantern flies that you can't get rid of. Them things that be just you try to get in and just hop away real quick.
Yeah, he's always there.
He's always there. He's always there, like the right. That's it. And you're like, damn, yo, like what? And he'd be so happy. Damn cigarettes in his mouth ready.
We got Greg Carter II who says fake Diddy turned out to be real Diddy. The Platinum Palace scene was a reference to the fight where Diddy's bodyguard Wolf got killed. So there you go.
Oh, that's the one with where Shine took the rep. That one?
I don't think it's that one.
Oh, so see, he done been in many damn bar fights with the bodyguards got to take the rep. See what I'm saying?
Because I'm pretty sure that one was in New York.
Right, because this one was in LA. So this did happen in LA.
Well, this was in Atlanta.
Atlanta. So the other one happened in New York. Right. Yeah. Okay. Damn, Diddy
been in a few of these.
And I hate to say karma, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, certain things you did, you got away with, so you sitting in jail was like it's all like coming back for you, sir.
Well, I don't know if you've heard this before, Miss Krssi Love. This might be new information to you, but Diddy been around the world and yeah. I can't find my baby. There you go. So then going on to the other brother, while Meech is basically his whole situation plays out badly in Atlanta, his brother faces a similar bout of misfortune in Detroit. Following his falling out with his older brother, where they basically separate ties, Terry has plans to move to California. Meech is all happy. He's showing Charles his mansion, his new mansion in Atlanta, and them establishing stuff, and how, you know, their business is getting bigger, and they want to restart the music label and stuff. And Charles was like, man, you getting a mansion and Terry getting a mansion in California. He's like, wait, what? What
Yep.
is Terry getting a mansion in California? And then he calls him up all mad. He's like, how you getting a man? You trying to be close to the business, close to the shipment out there? And he's like, Demetrius, I have nothing to say to you.
When you start saying people's real names and government names, that's when you know you're like, I ain't fucking with you right now.
So I know when you're mad at me. Yeah, that's
Right.
how it is. Well, me and
That's
my
how it
missus, me and my missus know we're mad at each other when we start using each other's names. Period.
Really?
Because we're always
Sydney?
like babe and
Yep.
like names like that. So when we actually use each other's names, it's like, oh boy.
What happened? Yeah, that's true. It's a
yeah.
thing. Yeah, everyone, we don't call each other by our names. We'll just say, okay, babes, okay, my love, no problem. Then you're like, okay, Crystal.
Exactly.
No, Crystal. It's the extra bass. It's the extra oomph.
Yeah. Because I can go with her, the name that you and everybody else know her by, and then I can go by her actual what's on her birth certificate. That's how you determine how mad you are.
Yeah.
She can go Sid and then go Sydney. That's how I know how mad she is.
I'll say the whole government name. I'll say the first and last name.
Yeah, that's also the big one. It's like mom status. Following his falling out with his older brother, Terry has plans to move out to California with Markeisha to manage the gang's operations on the West Coast. In fact, the couple has even bought a mansion in the city. Yet a farewell party of sorts brings Terry back to his old restaurant in his hometown, where all his friends and family, save for Meech and Charles, who are in Atlanta, have gathered. Yet the festive environment soon takes a wrong turn when the restaurant is attacked with open fire. The origins of this brutal attack aren't resolved in this episode, leaving the narrative thread as a cliffhanger to be later explored next season. Still, viewers can hazard a few guesses about where this attack came from. You had Nicole there. You had the new baby there. You had Breeze there. You had Worm there.
All the people there.
The love triangle. We don't know who the real daddy is.
Daddy is, yep.
We still don't know that. One of them could have got shot there. Lucille could have got shot, and we all be happy. My bad. That slipped out.
I mean, I'm not mad at what you're saying because we always probably feel that way, sir.
That slipped just a bit out. You had Markeisha who was trying to call Terry as he was dealing with everything in Atlanta because she was in the hospital. So he got LaWanda to basically check on Markeisha, where they finally had a coming to Jesus moment. They finally became, as DeMarcus puts it in the chat here, they finally became sister wives, where they realized that they're going to be in each other's lives for as long as Terry and Markeisha are together, because LaWanda has kids with Terry, so she's going to always be in his life, so they just need to deal with one another.
For you to send your children's mother to go check on this hoe was really big of LaWanda. She's a bigger person than me.
LaWanda low-key have as an MVP season. Like, she was the MVP
you know what?
for Nicole. She was the MVP for Terry.
You're absolutely right. She definitely should be an MVP for this season. Like, she's done a lot for this family, who has not really done much for her. If we want to be honest. I mean, Lucille, took her in when her whole, her family wouldn't take her in, and she had these children. However, thank God for Terry and his stuff on helping her and taking care of her and keeping like a little stash on the low. But other than that, it takes a real woman to do that, to go see your side woman that you cheated on me with and left me with your children for. It's a real big of a woman to do such a thing. So kudos to her.
Thanks. There we go. We got DeMarcus who says Aisha and V were probably high off embalming fluid from the hearse. They were in that hearse really long. Because
if he drove from all the way from Detroit, I was telling him, hubby, I was like, do you know how long that is to drive from Detroit all the way to Atlanta? and you
That's a
stop,
long time.
it's a long time, at least a day and a half.
Yeah.
But if you're stopping, you got 2 days. Because you're driving because that's, I think, it's a further trip from New York. Because Detroit, and then you're going all the way. Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. Yes, that's also the note from this going away party. Terry basically puts Breeze into the game. Breeze needs to make some money for the baby now, so he puts him on the game. Hoop's going to be looking after him when he goes to California. And so that was part of it. We had a little exchange between Worm and Nicole, with Nicole saying it's not your baby, basically. And Worm was looking at it. He was like, would it be so bad if it was?
And then she starts a little smirk. I was like, see, you ain't no good either. You just like your silly ass mother.
And silly ass mom, she don't care anymore. She's all she don't give a fuck after losing her job and losing her status within the community. She's out here. She is like, nah, I don't give a fuck. She's wearing the mink coat that that Meech got her. She's wearing expensive things. Marquisha's complimenting her on the mink coat. So she's feeling herself even more. So there you go. The lifestyles of Lucille Flannery.
I think you could probably write a whole thing on Lucille and her foolishness alone.
Probably could. We got Terry put them. Greg Carter saying Breeze probably got killed. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, thinking about the people that was in the restaurant at the time of the shooting, Breeze is the one that feels like the most likely candidate to be killed.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they shoot Worm to make Nicole get worried about him and make Breeze suspicious.
Right. That'd be another. That's another scenario. So we have to have at least enough season 5 so we can just finish this out.
Yeah,
we got to.
They did the All-American, even with a cliffhanger that makes people want a season 5.
Correct.
We got DeMarcus who says DeMarcus. Yeah, that was the other part about the engagement of the going away party, was DeMarcus being introduced, LaWanda's new love interest, who works with her for the mayor. If he's shot, this could cause a huge problem for Terry, says DeMarcus. I don't know how big he was with that.
Right.
And you can't just introduce a character just to shoot him 5 seconds later.
That's the whole fact. Yeah. I don't see that happening, but what do we know? But that, I think it's kind of dumb, just like you said, just to like introduce him and then just have him shot right there.
Yeah.
But we have LaWanda's ass surviving. I mean, well, she survives in real life anyway, but still, nevertheless.
Yeah, that's true. DeMarcus says, imagine if baby Demetrius got hit by a stray bullet and Nicole find out that Bree's not the father of baby Demetrius. Like, he needs a blood transfusion, and Breeze is not the same blood, and it's like, oh shit, he's not the baby.
Oh, it's like a whole Maury situation.
You are not the father. And Bree's like, oh shit, I'm done ruined my whole college career for you, bitch.
He did. Yeah.
You out here sleeping with the next nigga? That's drama. Final notes I have here. Immediately, 2 of BMF's biggest adversaries, Lamar and B-Mickie, have already been dealt with. They're dead. They're off the board. However, while the showdown at the mall brought out a definitive end for the latter, there's always a chance for the former somehow manage to survive yet another near-death experience. As such, he could be one of the probable suspects for lighting up the Terry's restaurant. So Lamar, it could be still alive Lamar who lights up the restaurant. However, it could be.
You're right.
A more promising answer, though, lies in Terry's personal life. Recently, the gangster has rekindled his romance with Marquisha. This proves to be a problem after her husband, Boom, gets out of prison and learns about their affair. In fact, the latter intentionally T-bones his wife's car as a means to exact revenge upon her in the last episode. Therefore, now that he has caught whiff of the news that Markeisha is leaving California with Terry, it's likely that he has orchestrated the attack on the restaurant. We even see him in a car with some shooters basically heading there to basically break things up and shoot at them. But because they showed us this, that makes it too obvious that it would be them. It feels like this is something that they would set up to make a twist where we think it's Boom, they go after Boom, and then they find out it wasn't Boom.
Like Boom was on his way to go get them, but he was too late, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, like, I see what you're saying with that one. Like, that would be too easy for them, basically.
Yeah. Too easy, like 1-2, which they already kind of did that. Remember when they had the people shoot at the car at the end of, what was it, season 2?
Yeah.
What happened in Mexico? One of the major narrative themes of this season has been the dwindling trust and sense of loyalty between Meech and Terry. While the origin behind this isn't instantly obvious, consistent hints suggest that their animosity started in Mexico. Through brief flashbacks at the beginning of every episode, the entire picture begins to become clearer. During their trip to Mexico with Loco, the Flannery brothers came across many difficult and dangerous hurdles. In fact, one instance even finds Meech battling for his life and emerging on the other side thanks to some black magic ritual. While these experiences push Terry to reevaluate his own mortality in competition with his desire for profit, they sharpen the older brother's ambitions. Consequently, they remain at odds about which lines they are willing to cross in the name of their business. The end of their trip finds the two brothers and Loco in a particularly tense situation, and this comes to an end when they get into an argument in the kitchen at the Atlanta spot. So they're running away from their enemies. In the end, a small patch of land is all that remains between them and the escape in a helicopter. However, instead of prioritizing their escape, Meech remains more focused on keeping Loco, their plug, alive. Terry disagrees with his decision, since he's more concerned with making it back to his family alive and in one piece. As a result, while Meech makes a break for Loco, his brother runs towards the helicopter. Thus, both feel betrayed by the other, and the trust between them shatters. Terry feeling like Meech betrayed him because he wasn't prioritizing their safety and getting back to their family together, while Meech feels like you should have stick by me, you should have stick with your brother and kept the plug alive. So that's where it all stemmed for. It took them all season. I really wish they would have done this. They could have done this in one episode. Like, what are we doing?
Right. First of all, that could have been a great episode if we would have did it all. Like, that could have been done in two episodes. One, if you want to get really like stretch it out or make it like really, really fast. That would have been better than like every week we had to go flashback to this foolishness. Because it's like, okay, why do you like I feel like we really didn't understand why Terry did what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, he went for his family, but there had to be a reason why he was the only one that got on that helicopter. How did Meech get back home? You know what I'm saying? Like,
we still don't know that. We don't know.
And that's what I'm saying. We could have definitely just did this all in like two episodes tops.
Yeah, you could have done one full episode and then like episode 5 of the season, you explain like how Meech got home and stuff like that. Like you did all of this across 10 episodes, and we still have questions.
And he was mad at you for leaving him. Okay, now we understand why there was so much animosity. But at the end of the day, they always got back together. They always came for the greater good. They understood that their family, and that they did what they need to do because at the end of the day they had a business. But we still have so many unanswered questions where it's like y'all leave us dangling the fruit in front of us. Like, I need more.
DeMarcus says, I actually like the Mexico scene because they were just like the flash. Excuse me. So the flashback scenes of young Meech and Terry. No, because those always had a point and really were really well written to have a connection to the plot of that particular episode. These were kind of just like we're saying, we don't hate these Mexico scenes.
Right.
We just think that it would be more effective if they just made it one big flashback episode at the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm. Just would have done
This
it properly.
answers a whole lot of seasons, and then I won't mind you adding more Mexican scenes because we still have questions like how the hell did Meech get home? What happened when Terry made it home before Meech?
Right. Did he call? Right.
Was,
did he
was
call
everybody
him?
upset with him?
Did he send help for him? Did he send someone back there to go pick him up? Like, it's a whole bunch of questions. Like, oh, I looked at my brother looking at me, and I'm in a helicopter. Where did the helicopter drop you off at? Like, how you got home?
I mean, had to be America.
Right. Well, I know it's America, but it's just so many like unanswered questions. Like, okay, well, how did we get here? How did we do this? Like, it was so many things. Y'all knew the helicopter was coming, but the federal was coming after y'all. So it was like, how did we get here?
There was a lot of unanswered questions. A lot that they have to resolve, and unfortunately, maybe that means more Mexico scenes in season 5. And look at me saying unfortunately after I just said I enjoy the Mexico scenes. Don't do any more Mexico scenes. It's fine.
No,
it's fine. Just leave it like that. Just leave it like that. It's totally fine. But yeah, other than that, I think it was a solid season, a solid bounce back season after a weaker season 3.
Yes.
We've made it to the end of our season 4 finale review. We appreciate y'all joining us live in the chat. Appreciate y'all if you're watching us on demand. Remember, if you haven't already, drop the thumbs up on the video. That helps us out so much. Helps out the YouTube algorithm. You can also share this video with all your BMF family, fans, and friends on all your favorite social media platforms. If you're new to True Hill Heat Sports and Entertainment, hit the subscribe button. We always enjoy and have some content over here, whether it be about sports, whether it be about TV, movies, or anything in between. Pop culture is what we talk about here on Sports and Entertainment. But we've come to the end, and we need y'all in the chat to join us. Let us know your MVP for this episode, your LVP for this episode, whether you gave it a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle. After that, and out of 10, what did you give the episode? After that, we'll do that for the season as well. All right? So for season 4, episode 10, Dream Deferred in 3, 2, 1. Thumbs up across the board. Krssi Love, out of 10, what did you give this episode?
I give it an 8. I was gonna say 7.5 is too low, but I'll give it an 8.
I think I'm at a 7.5.
You at a 7.5?
Yeah, I think I'm at a 7.5.
Only because
there's
a lot
questions.
Of scenes.
There's questions unasked. I still don't know if it's the right decision to kill Big B-Mickie, even though I wanted him to die.
He was called into trouble.
You could have kept B-Mickie alive and killed Trell. I know Trell's supposed to be a Diddy clone, but kill him. Like, I'd rather get rid of him than anybody else. But
that's true.
Yeah, I think it worked out. It worked out here. Good episode though. 7.5 out of 10 for me. Your MVP for the episode.
LaWanda. Good one for Charles too. Yeah, Charles was a good one. He's a good one too. I like that shout out for Charles.
I'm gonna go with the most loyal soldier in BMF. I'm gonna agree with Greg. I'm gonna go with
Hoop. Yeah.
Hoop. He played an important but not praised enough job in the whole scheme to take down B-Mickie and Lamar at the end. He set everything up, set everything in motion. Stayed loyal to his brothers.
Yeah.
So
and he said that. Yeah, I believe him when he said he's BMF to the day he died. And so I like your shout. I like Hoop. Yeah, Hoop is a good one. And you giving B-Mickie Greg? I see.
Greg gives B-Mickie LVP. Who do you give LVP to?
LVP got to be Lucille.
Good choice. She got left alone. Charles is in Atlanta now. He's living.
I low-key want to give Nicole some of it too, though.
Why?
Because one, She dropped out of school.
True.
She had a whole scholarship, and you made homeboy drop out too.
Yeah.
That's two things. 3, she don't know who her baby daddy is.
She thinks she's sure.
She thinks she's sure.
she's certain. But
you know, she just was moving a little silly-ish. You know, things just been happening. Oh yeah, I'm gonna start working. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You know.
And then I was like, oh. And then yeah.
What happened to y'all living up by the campus and going to school? Now, so we not going to school. Like we had one story in one episode. Now
we got an apartment here, so we had to
with no
drop out of
jobs.
school. She worked at the restaurant. The restaurant that regularly has no customers.
The same people being there every day. And I think that's the crew.
Yep, the same people getting discounts and shit. They ain't got one person paying full price in that restaurant.
Mm-mm. Not one.
It's just your family and your friends here. Okay.
Yep.
All right, but yes, yeah, that would probably be well.
Who's yours?
I won't give it to Nicole. I'll give LVP. I won't give it to B-Mickie either. Who lost here? Because Markeisha, in the end, she winds up with Terry, so she's getting kind of what she wanted.
Yeah,
Boom is a loser, but he may have shot up the place, so maybe he got what he wanted.
The fake Diddy dude. For the whole season.
Yeah, he's a loser. Season. Yeah. Trell and his bodyguard are LVP. His bodyguard for dying and Trell for sending him on a death mission. He was doing way too much this season. He's the one that shot at Purdy and shit. So, yeah, he deserved that. So yeah, they're the LVP. And then for the season 4 of BMF, let's put our thumbs in the middle. Overall season in 3, 2, 1. Thumbs up across the board from both of us. Out of 10, I give season 4. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Solid bump up. I thought season 3 was like a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, we gave season 5 a real low score.
Season 3, excuse me. Season 3 was a mid-ass season, so I gave that a 5 out of 10. This season, I gave a 7 out of 10. What did you give it?
I'm like 7.5-ish.
Okay. 7.5 for Miss Krssi you love. Who was your MVP for the season?
For the season, damn, that's a good one. Hoops.
Hoop is your MVP for the season?
Nah. Give it to Meech then.
He had a good episode, but
give it to Meech.
You're gonna go with Meech. I'm gonna go with the best flunnery, Charles. Raw dog Charles. I'm giving it the raw dog. He started from the bottom and then he climbed his way up. He in Atlanta, he making music. He got a smile on his face. He's not having thoughts of killing himself. He went a long way in this one season.
He had a come to Jesus moment. He was down. He started off real down, then he broke his hand. He was just trying to do right. Okay. I'm gonna go with you and give it to Charles then too. Because Meech made us mad in separate episodes, a lot of episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, DeMarcus.
I'm about to say the same thing. He's always Team Terry. Team
Terry ass nigga. Then we got Greg Carter II who says Bryant. He got what he wanted. And
that's true. That's a good call. Yep. That's
then
a good one.
He says LVP is Lucille. Who is your LVP for the season?
Lucille. For this episode and Lucille. Yep.
Stole from
she was
her daughter.
Yep.
Lost her job.
She left the church. Yep. She lied to get food stamps. Stole. Yep.
You broke ass bitch. You broke ass bitch. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Oh man, yeah, Lucille earned that LVP for the season. Lucille,
Who's
and
silly?
I think that is it for everything from
Yeah.
BMF season 4. We don't know yet if we're gonna get a season 5. We shall see what goes down. We shall see how everything transpires. Let's take a look here. I think we still do. We still have it up here? No, I don't have it up here. I
Oh,
thought we
our
still had it.
characters list.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Ah.
does anything change from our character tier list now
No, I
that
think Lucille is still at the bottom.
yeah, yeah,
Might have to move the sister down a couple of notches, but and move Charles up.
I think so. Do I have it here? No, that's the other one. Damn, what happened to this one? Oh no, I think this is it. Is this it? Or no, I think is this it? Let me see. Let's
Uh,
put this up here.
I think that might be it.
Yeah, I think this was just for like season 1. I think they only had
Oh,
characters from season 1. So
dang.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure we had Lamar in the
The top,
top one.
yeah, as
Yeah,
the best villain
yeah,
person.
yeah. So yeah, I'll find that and I'll have it. I'll have it for next time we do a review. So we'll take a look
Okay.
at it. No, I did not see the Lala Anthony interview. Did she say
What
anything
she's
about BMF and showing her ass? She was showing ass, man. She barely took off her clothes when she fucked Emmett on Chai, and then she showing ass on BMF. Come on,
Because she
that's kind of a
used to go with homeboy. That's why she used to go with
with Da Vinci.
yeah. Then she used to go with Da Vinci.
She did.
Oh, I
Oh, I
thought they
didn't know
was
that.
in girl for a minute and then they broke up.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm new to the game. I don't stay hip on these relationships, man. It took me a year to find out that Kim and Kanye got a divorce. Like it took me that long. Yeah, I don't be knowing. I don't be knowing, Joe. Krssi, we've made it to the end of our BMF season 4 reviews. Any final words on BMF season 4? And then let everybody know where they can follow you on social media and when they shall see you again.
No final thoughts. Good end of a season. Hope we have a final season so we can finish the story out to see what happens. Other than that, it's Krssi Love _1, True Hill Krssi Love, and just my plain name. You can follow me on all the platforms, and I am here. Yes.
Indeed, she is. We will be live, I believe, together, not tomorrow, but on Sunday. Sunday at 10:05 a.m. Eastern Time. I believe the True Hill Heat flagship podcast will be live for that. It'll be myself, Krssi, True Draw Josh. Hopefully, all of us will be there to talk about this week in wrestling with from last weekend with Clash in Paris. AJ Lee potentially returning on tonight's SmackDown. Brock returning on tonight's SmackDown. A huge SmackDown that we got to talk about. We got to talk about AEW with another fire show from the 2300 Arena and Kyle Fletcher looking like the next world champion or next challenger for Hangman Adam Page, and Kenny Omega being written off of AEW. And
they ran off all the guys,
Riho.
man. They wrote off all of the big dogs, man. Like, whew, the new generation better step up, man. We need you. Tag, you're in.
We
Tag
need you.
hot
Yeah,
tag. It's the hot
it's your
tag,
time up.
man.
And because we're going to be on Sunday, we get to talk about Collision, which has some big matches with Mark Briscoe and Konosuke Takeshita, as well as Jon Moxley and Daniel Garcia. So we'll be talking about all of that on Sunday. So join us for the flagship podcast. We'll have a lot to talk about, especially concerning AJ Lee's return. So join us for all of that on Sunday. In the meantime, between time, check out all the great content we got here on the channel. If you like movies, we talked about Fantastic Four. We've talked about Superman. Check those out. Check out all the reviews that we did for BMF Season 4 from episodes 1, to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 and 6 we did in one review. We also did 7 and then 8. I believe I did both 8 and 9 solo, and then we finally had to end things off today. But be on the lookout. We got true picks here on the channel with the fellas talking about this season in the NFL, which kicks off kicked off last night. We got
Krssi
tonight.
and homegirl in the corner over here.
Of course, that's big football news. We got football games tonight. We got football games tomorrow. We got football games on Sunday.
It's all weekend.
We'll have plenty of content involving the NFL for this season. We'll have watch parties for the NFL games, so be on the lookout for that. But we're still going to be on you with the TV reviews because we'll also be reviewing Wednesday Season 2, Part 1. I'll be dropping that. I believe Krssi Love has watched, so now she can join me for that. So we'll be on the lookout for that. That'll probably be dropping sometime next week, and we'll also be doing a Part 2 review in the weeks to come as well. And I also am going to do another TV review for Peacemaker Season 2. I'm gonna be doing it monetarily. I'm gonna be doing episodes at a time. I'm gonna be doing episodes 1 through 3 for the first review. So be on the lookout for that. I know this week they're dropping episode 4, but we'll be a review on episodes 1 through 3 next week. So join us for that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, lots to look forward to on Sports and Entertainment as we continue our march to 1,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for all your continued support. We got DeMarcus who says, Lala Anthony confirms she will stop with the sex scenes. I mean, that's fair.
Okay.
Don't she got a husband now?
Does she? I don't know. That I don't know. Now, that's a great question.
Okay. DeMarcus says the return of AJ Lee. Imagine if we got an AJ Lee versus Asuka match in the future. He's like, inject that into my veins. That would be awesome.
Gotta see how she looks. First of all, I gotta see how she look in this first match. Let's not go I think she still got it in her, but let's not move too fast.
Luckily for her, she's in there with the GOAT.
I mean, this is true. This is very true.
Queen. All right.
My husband laughs every time she says it. Sports Illustrated says it. I'm not lying. I'm just telling you what the people said. It's not me. He laughs every time.
Kate from Fightful says she always pops because she knows he's talking about me. She just hears it as SP3. But yes, we've made it to the end of our review here. Appreciate all your support for our season 4 reviews of BMF, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought about season 4 of BMF, and as well let us know what other shows you want us to watch, because we also got to do a review on The Chi season 7. We'll be doing that pretty soon as well, so be on the lookout.
We didn't do The Chi?
No, we didn't do The Chi.
Dang.
We did All American.
You know why? Because you and I always talked about it. I feel like I was like, damn, didn't we do The Chi? But okay.
We do The Chi. It's okay. We're going to do The Chi. Don't worry. That's on the lookout as well. But until next time, for Miss Krssi Love, it is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3. This has been our BMF Season 4, Episode 10, Dream Deferred Review. We are signing off until next time.
Laters.